y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing, training, and support specialist with Builderall. Today I'm going to show you the very last step of our sales funnel challenge. I hope you guys are excited just like I am. We've already created and designed our sales funnel and created our email list. However, right now we do not have any emails going out to our leads. Since 80% of your sales are going to be made on the back end of your funnel, following up with emails is incredibly important in the conversion process. So let's dive into the Builderall back office and access Mailing Boss, the email autoresponder we have available in our tools. We can do that by clicking Enter here. And the first thing we want to do is go to Workflows. And let's go ahead and we will access our workflows here. And you see we already have one called Sales Funnels. So let's go ahead and click there. And now we have the list that we created for our sales funnel, but now we need to add an email sequence, okay? So we can click here to see what our options are. We can set this to unsubscribe a user. If they subscribe to this list, maybe we want them to unsubscribe to another list. We can insert a tag. So if we wanted to have one email list and then tag it for each funnel that we are creating, we could do that here and then just send emails to those people who are tagged. We could also copy the subscriber to another list. We can set up an email autoresponder to automate an email to go out to them. We can create an email sequence, which we're going to right now. We could also create an autoresponder instant message and send them a text message or an SMS message as soon as they subscribe. What we want to do is actually create an email sequence. So let's go ahead and click here. And we don't have an email sequence created yet, so let's go ahead and create a new one. And then we'll call this Sales Funnel Sequence. We have our lists connected. We want to send them this email, the very first email in our sequence, as soon as they subscribe. So we only want to send it to future subscribers only. If we wanted to send to current and future subscribers, we could do that as well. But the common way to do this when you're first setting this up is just send to future subscribers only. Now, how many emails do we want to send to them in this sequence? I always recommend starting with at least 7. So let's go ahead and we'll just choose 7 and then click Create. Now, when it comes to customizing these, we can choose the first email autoresponder to edit. So we can go ahead and click here. We can actually just set this individual campaign email to go out as soon as they subscribe. So this is the first email in our sequence, okay? Let's go ahead. We'll just click the box here. And we can start editing this individual email. So you see here we have the name, it's an autoresponder, we have our list connected, here's the sequence that we're sending out. If we wanted to add any segment filters or a lead score, we could do that. Here's where you could add the tag. That's really useful if you are tagging all of your pages or items or anything. You could add a tag for this to go out only to the people who are tagged with that tag, okay? You can also add extra recipients, but we're just going to go ahead and click Save and Next. Now we want to edit our email. Now you can, and I definitely suggest creating a template. If you click here, you see that I've already created some other templates for a training I did in my course called Builderall Pizza. So if you chose one of these templates here, you can click Choose, and then it'll actually pull in your template. So this could be our first email. The great thing about having a template is it's branded to you. You can make it look beautiful with all the information that you need, and then just come back and edit the text or the images to serve your purpose in the sequence, okay? So let's say this is a great first email. This is what we want to send out. If you guys want more training on editing in the email editor, make sure to look in the knowledge base and you'll see lots and lots and lots of training on how to actually edit your emails. So now that we have our first email, let's go ahead and click Save and Next. And we always want to make sure that we have the name of our business or the name that we want to represent as soon as they receive the email. So if you get this email from me, it would say from Bridget Bartlett. If I had a business, I would want it to be that business, okay? You can also add your reply to email, and you can add your send from email. But keep in mind, if you don't have a domain connected, you're not going to be able to choose your own email. So it's really important, if you want to have a great campaign, make sure to upgrade to one of the paid plans where you can have at least one domain, because you need to have that sent as your business domain. It'll also increase your inbox ratings, so it'll actually go from the spam to the inbox, which is the goal, right? So you can have this sent to their email or their name. You can choose any of these tags here that you want to send them to. So we can change our message right here. We'll just say, thank you for signing up. If we wanted to add their name after that, we could click available tags, add first name, and then it'll say, thank you for signing up, John, and then you could put an exclamation if you wanted to. We have some advanced features. So if you wanted to set a action when a subscriber opens your campaign, you can do that here. We're just going to go ahead and click Save and Next. And then here you see we can set this to after they subscribe, or we can say after they open a campaign, a weekday, after campaign activation, lots of options. And that really just depends on your business and how you want these things set up, okay? You can choose the autoresponder to be sent out one day, as this is set up one day after they subscribe, at the same time as the subscription. So you may like this because if you are promoting your business to people in other countries, that may make a big difference. If it's, noon your time, it might be 4 a.m. someone else's time. So you may like to have that. However, if you want to just send this out immediately, you could choose 0 days and that'll send that out immediately. You can also choose a time here. Again, if you want to send this out to future subscribers only, you could do that, or send to current and future subscribers, and you could activate at a certain time. So if you're setting all this up and you don't want it to be activated until tomorrow at 1 p.m., you could put that time here. I always recommend sending a test email as well, because you want to make sure that there are no spelling errors, that your images look great, that everything is set up exactly how you want to. Sometimes when there's default information, you forgot, maybe I didn't change my company name on this list, or, something that will remind you every time. I always suggest send a test email. You can also click here and it will run a spam check, and it'll tell you if your email is likely to end up in the inbox or the spam folder. So you always want to keep your spam score from 0 to 5. 0 would be the best and almost impossible, but a 1.2 is okay. And then you can save and activate, or you can just choose to activate later. I just like to click save for sure, and then we'll just activate later, because I want to make sure that I've tested all this out myself before I actually go live with this. And you always want to make sure that your email sequence is tested and tried, and have multiple people test it. You want to test it on multiple browsers. Lots of testing that goes into this before you actually start promoting your funnel, okay? So on a second email in our sequence, you see we have the options here. We can click to edit, we can add tags, we can also change the time. Let's just go ahead and edit our email. It's the second one in the list, so we'll go ahead and click here and we'll just start from the beginning. So same thing, we have the second email in our sequence. It's set to autoresponder. This is the campaign that we're working on. We have our list selected. We don't want to add any extra filters or tags or lead scores. We don't want to add a campaign recipient, so we'll just go ahead and click Save and Next. Now here you could like I was saying, you could edit this and be, you could make this any background, you can make it totally different, but again, I can't stress enough how you need that congruency. So while you can import an HTML from a URL here for your emails, you can upload a template. I just love keeping everything that I do inside the Builderall dashboard. So let's just go ahead and we'll just select our template that we already used. And again, we have our beautiful Builderall Pizza Shop, and we want to customize this and make this our own. We have available tags here that we can use, just lots and lots of options, but you get the point. This is how you would set up the second email in your sequence. Go ahead and click Save and Next. And then you want to put your message here, your reply email, make sure that your sender is the same. Again, you really want to have a domain that you're sending this from. So for example, here it says info@hairsalon.com. I would definitely want this sent from info@hairsalon.com because I want them to recognize my emails when they come in, and I want them to end up in their inbox, not their spam folder. So again, you can say whether you want to address them by name or email. This is set to email, so we'll just go ahead and keep it as that. We don't want any actions taken upon the subscriber when they open the campaign, so we'll click Save and Next. And here, after they subscribe is when we want this to go out, and we want it to go out actually 2 days after they subscribe. So since we're sending the first one out at 0 days, then the first day after they subscribe would actually be day 1. Okay, so let's just go ahead and we'll put day 1, and then we'll choose same as subscription, even though we could choose any of these times. We could send to current or future subscribers. Since this is a brand new list with a new sequence, we don't have any current subscribers, so we'll just go ahead and keep this as is. And we could change the time to activate, but since we're going to do all the activations at one time, we'll just go ahead and keep that the same. Always send a test email. Because this is a completely different email, you always want to make sure every single email you test. So you could do that by clicking that and then typing in the email that you want this to go to. Okay, so definitely choose a different email than the one that you have set that's sending the email. We could go ahead and check our spam score here, which I always like to do as well, every single email, because sometimes if you have an affiliate link or you have too many links or not enough text, or you're using words like click here and make money online or something like that, that will increase your spam score. So having this little test to make sure that you are within the range is really incredibly powerful. So let's go ahead and click Save. And then we will activate later. And now we can move on to our third email. So we'll do the same thing. And we already have our third email here. Let's go ahead and update the information. All this is going to be the same as the first 2 emails. We'll do Save and Next. We can change our template. So we'll click here. And we want to edit all of this and then hit Save and Next. And again, change the company name, the reply email, the send from email, how we want to address them. We want to add our subject in here, and we can click Save and Next. And we want to change this to day 2, and we'll keep it as same as subscription time, send to future subscribers only. We'll activate this all at once, send a test email, check the spam score, and then we'll click Save and activate later. So you want to do the same thing for the last 4 emails here. And when it comes time to activate your emails, that is a really important thing. You see here that it says paused, paused, paused. You want to make sure that you activate these emails or they will not send. So before we activate our email sequence, let's go ahead and save our workflow. And then we could go up here to Campaigns and Email Sequence. And you see that we have our sequence here, okay? So to activate, we can go to Update Sequence. And we have all of our options here. We'll just go ahead and click Save and Edit Sequence Emails. We can edit all of these emails at one time, but the way that I showed you actually allows you to set all the settings per email and upload your template. So that's really important. But if you want to go through and activate all of these emails, what I like to do is just go through here and then you can click activate. So see, now it's changed to pause. Okay. So that email is now active. Now you can click activate here. And now it's changed from pause to activate. And then you can do the rest the same. Once you've activated them all, you click done. And then if you go back to the workflows, you'll see that now these emails are active. But we did not activate these, so they're still paused, okay? So now every time that someone opts into our sales funnel, it will immediately trigger an email to go out to them, and then the next day another email, and then the next day another email. This is so important when it comes to following up with your sales and leads. So now that we've created the last step of our upsell and downsell sales funnel, I hope you can see the value in automating your lead generation and sales process, as well as the value in Builderall. I know this process looks simple, but creating this on any other platform would take multiple integrations and subscriptions. This will increase your time learning the tools as well as your cost for multiple subscriptions each month. So make sure to click the link in the description to try Builderall yourself and become a member of a growing community of entrepreneurs like you who are just as motivated to take action and achieve massive success. So until my next video, go build it with Builderall.